Good day to you, my fellow endoskeletons. I'm Kenetor and welcome back for another Starbase progress report. We're on week 7 of 2021, and if you're new here, I bring you the latest news and updates of everything Starbase every Monday. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out. Now let's get to it. A quick channel update, I'm ever so close to hitting 5,000 subscribers. That's pretty crazy for me, as I didn't even think I'd make it to 1,000. But it does seem many of you are on the fence, with nearly half of those that watched last week's update video are not subscribed. So go on, hit that button and let's smash the 5k mark. I also made a poll here on YouTube about the next ship shop you guys want to tour, and 350 of you fine folks voted in it, which was great. Thanks so much for taking part. You guys changed the leader multiple times, but you finally settled on my K-bot faction ship shop. So expect that soon, followed up by Duratech, who are busy updating their ships for the new thruster changes. Changes in closed alpha were mostly just fixes last week to help plug quite a few bugs, and we had 2 new ship shops and a host of other new player ships added across the board. Diving into our Lowry quotes of the week, we start where we left off with another comment on plasma thrusters. Lowry says they are the future, and the next round of limits will help with using these huge thrusters, and the new limits will be either during early access or close to early access. Many of us have been craving bigger ship limits, most notably the pipe limit, which is preventing larger ships for some people. Lowry rounds off this comment with Decals being the most soonest before that. Is this the hint at this week's patch? I sure hope so. And speaking of soon, custom blueprint ships are coming soon-ish. These will be a first step in officially trading ship designs, as well as using printers to make parts. We finish up our quotes with Lowry saying the last patch was quite small and didn't have any major features. He's sure the next patch will once again make up for that, at least to some extent. I see this as confirmation of at least one new feature coming this week, which for me is going to be the decals. But could we get a second feature too? Tune in to next week to find out. Stay tuned for the feature video at the end for some tasty new info too. But for now, onto the progress report. The main design features worked on last week were cable and pipe tools now place down cables and pipes from the center of the camera, instead of at the end of the tool, making placement easier in tight spaces. Design on large generator has started, more powerful and efficient generator for larger ships, and plasma thruster configurations have been worked on. In station design, we have the missing iDummer A ship added back to the Duratech store, and removed Hilda A ship from the Duratech store as well. Various station asset names have been updated, and collision issue with the station designer's angled corners has been fixed. Now onto the gameplay updates. Inventory handling for tripod weapons has been worked on. The interactions and indicators with levers and other devices while toggling tools has been improved. A bug that caused the ship shop ships to sometimes spawn at odd locations around the ship shop has been fixed, and lot transponder pointed locations for player station contained lots has been fixed. UI updates this week are tutorials for spaceship controls and flying have been worked on. Company mission logic has been worked on with public missions log, leaders being able to remove personnel mid-mission, and accepting and denying missions. Initial designs for new infographics have been worked on. Work on Station Manager UI continues. The addition of company bank accounts has been worked on. Mail inbox can now be searched on mail subject, sender, send date, and various other filters. The sent mail mailbox now shows recipient instead of the sender name. The open mail view also shows the recipient's name in addition to the sender. And station access page has been worked on. For our designers update, we have Scene View box can no longer select objects that aren't supposed to be selectable, such as partially built station grid slots. Editing player station lots now displays the LOD of the player station around the lot, and fixed moons in the background appearing in the wrong locations while in the spaceship designer. Our animation changes this week are work on melee animations has continued, and work on the decalizer and painter tool animations has continued. Just one station art update again this week, with work on the skyscraper roof module O2 interior has continued. And lastly, other updates this week are pre-made ships are being updated for the new thruster changes. More buttons and switches are being worked on. Watcher armor set has been polished. Modelling for a signal booster asset is underway. Created inventory icons for various torpedo and missile launcher related assets. Work on the reconstruction machine effect has continued, and all endo hit effects have been updated. And now for the good part, this week's featured video is the plasma thruster. Frozen Byte released this first clip of a working plasma thruster. You can see this thing is truly massive and takes up most of the size of this test ship. And it turns out we're getting yet more blue in Starbase, with its trail colour being a bright and nearly identical colour to the belt dust clouds. Last week we had a Lowry quote of the size of the thruster being 540 centimeters on the sides. But this video shows the ship being made from 3 192 centimeter beams on the sides, which puts the height of the thrusters at 576 centimeters, which is exactly 4 cargo crates, so this can be lined up nicely with existing components. Don't forget, if you get into Closed Alpha, already are, be sure to send any funny or awesome clips and recordings my way for a chance to be featured on the channel. Feel free to contact me via Discord or come jump on my Discord server, which is also home to my faction, the K-Bots, should you be looking for one to join. As always, please smash that like button, share the video with your friends and faction, leave a comment with any questions you want answers to, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor, out.